Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Mother-in-Law Suite.
Yes.
This week, I am joined once again. No, I'm not alone again. I'm not alone. Joshua, the star boy himself, he's back. He's here.
Hello.
We are here to go on a journey of many great discussions, many things. But first and foremost, how you been?
I've been okay. I've been pretty good. Better now that I'm on the mother-in-law suite.
Yep. He said it. He can feel the warm hospitality coming, radiating. It makes him feel very welcome. That southern hospitality. But before we started this, we had a big old bowl of hot rice and some curry, some Japanese curry. But I put a little bit of smoked paprika and some cayenne pepper in there. Just I keep that a secret. That's the household recipe. You know, the golden curry. You get the little box thing. You spice it up a little bit. But you know, it's pretty good. It warmed our tummies. It warmed our bellies. Made us feel really warm and tingly inside. You know what I'm saying? But we also got a little bit of sake in us, so that's some sake. And what'd you bring? What is this?
It's a Schaffenhofer or Schafferhofer. Some kind of grapefruit German import beer.
Schafferhofer.
Schafferhofer.
the Hefenweser grapefruit beer. It's good. It's not bad. I'm not a big fan of grapefruit, but this is a very light beer. It's very nice. I do enjoy it. Very nice. But
interesting.
Yeah. So what you've been doing the pressuring of the washing, right?
Yeah.
How's that been going? It's a little like family business thing you got going on.
Yeah.
Ground up, you're building it. Not even really family. It's just you.
Yeah. It's been kind of fun. I was able to secure like a trade with a chiropractor to like go and do like his entire property, and it covers like all of my bills. So
Let's go.
that's what I'm starting tomorrow. But so far it's been picking up. We did this one house in a cul-de-sac, and then before we got done with this old lady comes out and is like, "Oh, can you come and can you take a look at my house and bid it?" So we go over there, we bid it. We come back like the next day or so. And then before we get done, we have another old lady come out like across the street, same cul-de-sac, and be like, "Oh, can you come bid my house?" So I come and bid her house, and then we literally come and do it like the next day or something. And then before we get done with that one, this guy that's like a door down, same cul-de-sac, comes over and he's like, "Oh, can you come and bid my house?" I give him the old lady voice, but no, he's like, "Can you come bid my house?" And I was like, "Yes, I can." So that's this Friday, but it's been kind of cool. It's been
staying busy.
Yeah. It's been interesting, but
so the trade you got going on with the chiropractor, is it his bills or your monthly bills? Like,
it's like a 3-month. They do like 3-month increments of care.
Okay.
And in the beginning they take like X-rays and whatnot of.
Oh, okay. So it's to cover his stuff that he's done for you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good.
So like
that's pretty funny.
It's crazy because like I had this like accident when I was like I was young. I went on a trampoline. It was a place called Rebounders, and it's like this. Yeah.
Is it like hold on before? Sorry to what was that? Omega Zone?
Oh, it was
Whoa,
the Omega Zone. No, it wasn't exactly like the Omega Zone, but it's like this. It's this place where it's just got trampolines all over the ground, all over the wall, and padded everything else, and you go have your kids go and bounce around. And I went there, and I remember seeing kids do like backflips and stuff, and I was like, oh, that is sick. I just got that.
He said, hold my beer, or hold my Capri Sun. He goes out there and what'd you do? You attempted a backflip and
Yeah, I attempted a backflip, ended up lawn chairing myself, or
Oh
like
no.
knocked all the wind out of me. I was like face down on this. Like I folded and then just
So it
like
was like a
ragdolled.
scorpion.
Yeah,
Oh
I just
no.
ragdolled face down, and it felt like every amount of air was being sucked out of my lungs, and I um from then on I had back problems.
Yeah.
And I've never like been to a chiropractor to actually fix it. I went to one where they like sit on your back. Have you ever been to a
No,
chiropractor that
what? They just sit on your back. What do
well,
you
no,
mean?
it's like the snap crackle pop ones, the ones that you go in and there's like tables everywhere and they're just going up to people and just like
I
just
mean,
like
I've been
snapping.
to one where the one that always gets me is where they make you lay on your stomach, right?
Mhm.
And then they make you put your right hip on the table and then raise your left leg. And then what happens is
Oh,
they put their hand under your left thigh and then they put their other hand on top on your like left shoulder and they just like pull and like
oh
twist you.
yeah,
That always gets like 17 down the middle of my spine. What helps me at the chiropractor almost every time is the like TENS unit
yeah.
at the end. The like I always have them turn it up to like max. Just electrocuting myself, giving me the chair for the most part. But I I never really had an issue like at least injury wise. I broke my wrist when I was a kid, and it was like during like an immense developmental part of my handwriting. So my handwriting's really bad because I
Oh
just
God.
spent like 3 months not being able to write, and my mom and like not maybe it might have not been 3 months, but I spent a long time not being able to write, and my mom and my teacher would have to write for me. So they'd ask me questions and I'd tell them the answer and then they'd write it down. Or if it was wrong, they'd be like, "Are you sure you want that answer?" It was kind of funny. But here recently, this job that I got right now, I'm trying to get out of it. Mentioned it a few times. Um, I stand a lot, and most of my weight is on my right leg, but my left leg or my left foot is like pushing a pedal, like to operate an air press,
Oh right.
right? My left Achilles tendon or ankle has lost so much flexibility that it like hurts when I like squat. So like when I go to the gym, I do like calf extension. So I go up and put my foot on like the wall and like stretch out my calf and
Mhm.
I can go so much deeper and get much better stretch with my right leg, but my left one it just hurts so bad
Oh
because
yeah.
my tendon. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to it, but man,
Oh. Well, it's like the whole thing of like if you don't use it, you lose it kind of thing.
kind of.
Like and if you're working that on your right and not your left,
Well, I'm
like
working it on my left, all my weight's on my right.
oh, well, your weight's on your right. Yeah, I mean even stuff like that can
I
can
don't know. I
cause it.
think just it might have been like some sort of like, is it carpal tunnel where it's like repeated use?
Yeah, carpal tunnel is like repeated use, and it's like something
I
with
don't know if that's
the.
like designated to your wrist or not, but if you can get that in your ankle or like a relative
I think you
or
can. It's just I think the term is just like like an overuse or whatnot, and
of a joint,
it's like a deterioration of the
like it's some
like
sort of
cartilage or
arthritis or
something.
something,
And
kind of. Yeah,
yeah, I don't know the ins and outs
yeah.
of it, but like all I know is it's not good.
But you know that's been giving me the goofs recently.
Like,
Been kind of rough, bro. I'm gonna be real. I don't think I really mentioned it before. I mentioned I shaved my head, I think, on the podcast, but going bald, temperature, right? People think it's kind of like the station. It's like, oh, you're hot, you're cold, or whatever. Temperature is like it's a concept when you're bald, bro. Like you can be like hot and then like freezing within the matter of a second. Like it's so confusing because like you'll be sweating like head down, but then the top of your head is like freezing. So I'm like, then that like lowers your body temperature or your brain temperature. So like, it's weird. It's a weird thing getting used to it.
oh man,
Standing in front of the dryers at work and then having the AC blow cold air on my head. It's freaky. It's like imagine dipping
ooh,
your like left hand in like the hottest bath that you've ever taken and then your right hand in like ice cold water and you're just like
God,
losing your mind. You just can't figure it out. So it's that's pretty funny. And the weather here in Florida, the past like week has been really weird because it'll be like
Yeah.
90 degrees or 95 degrees, and then it dropped to like 50. Like today it was 48
Yeah.
today at some point. So I've just been getting nonstop migraines from just pressure change after pressure change. It just
Oh yeah. No, it's I was wondering because that's been getting me as well. I had a headache the other day, and like I don't get them nearly as often anymore. But like recently with the pressure changes and like the temperature or whatnot, like you wake up in the morning, you walk out, you're ready to
wake
go
up
to
in the
work.
morning,
It's like it's like
freaking
under 50 degrees, right? It's like sub 50 and very humid.
yeah.
And then you get through your day, you got your sweater on, you got your like sweatpants or whatever those pants you wear out of the house or
And then at
whatnot.
78,
Yeah, and then it gets 78 and it stays humid, so
you're just sweating. You're just
yeah, profusely.
just a wet rag
Yeah.
basically at that point. It's so bad.
Then it goes back to it at night. It's like what? It's like what do I go out of the house wearing? Like do I need to bring two different sets of clothing to get through today
Bro, the
or to figure it out?
the other day, like just going back to migraines, the other day I woke up and I had such a bad migraine, man, and it like took me a while to get ready for work, so I didn't have enough time to like brew coffee, so I just took like two Excedrin to help out with my migraine, and it also has caffeine in it,
Hmm.
so it kind of like replaced my coffee for the most part.
Yeah.
But I still wanted coffee because I felt like the caffeine in it wouldn't really work or something, or I forgot about it. Something happened, and I went to the gas station because I needed gas on the way in, and I walked inside, grabbed what I thought was a double shot Starbucks espresso like energy drink thing, right? Like, it's like basically just coffee, but they add like some extra shots of espresso in it. And I check out and I get it like a breakfast croissant, and I go back out to the car. I get about halfway done with this drink, and I look at the can and it said triple shot.
Oh God.
So I think an Excedrin is like 65 milligrams of caffeine. So I had two of them. So that's 130 milligrams of caffeine right out the gate, right? And
Yeah.
then the double shot of that of the coffee is another like 125 milligrams, right? The triple is like 225 milligrams of caffeine. And I was like halfway done with it. So the entire day, bro, I was losing my mind.
Oh
Like I
no.
was like so wired, it almost felt like borderline psychedelic.
Oh,
Like I
did
was
you have
like
the shakes?
wasn't shaking, but my mind was like I was I don't know if I was in the feels or what was going on, but I was like reliving my entire past. Like I was just standing there cuz I'm not very active at my work. Like I said, I just stand there and move my left foot,
Hmm.
and all I do to do that, or all I'm doing between me pressing the pedal, is like moving another sheet under the pin. So I can do it just standing there.
Right.
So I'm just thinking, like I'm zoned out thinking about like every mistake I've ever made in my
Oh,
life,
oh
like just
God.
cranking out these sheets, like I'm cracked out of my mind. It was insane. I've never had that much caffeine. I was like, "Oh my God, this stuff is terrifying."
It's
It
scary.
is. It was weird. It was a very weird thing. But I I I probably won't do that again.
No, it's good reason, man. Like that stuff that's like I know exactly what kind of like feeling that is. Like I used to work at a place that was I was a salesman for like old Land Rover parts so over in Orlando. Um and there was this little like every single day I would come in with like a full like the big Yetis,
Hmm.
full big Yeti of coffee, and then I'd end up filling it up with the Keurig that's there, and then drinking all of that again before noon. It was horrible. I had the worst migraines when I wouldn't have coffee in a day, but um, I would do that, and then around noon or whatnot, my coworker Bryce was like, "Hey, I'm going to this place to get some coffee or whatnot. Would you want some?" And I was like, what's a little more? Why not?" It was like an authentic Cuban like
Yeah.
coffee. Like it was out of a food truck, right? But this coffee, it was a very small cup, tiniest cup of coffee I've ever had in my life, strongest cup of
Yeah,
coffee I've ever had in
Cuban
my life.
coffee goes crazy. I love it.
It
I
was
love
it
Cuban
was like
coffee.
straight gasoline, and I down that. Like, I've had the shakes before, but like I got the shakes, I couldn't sit still. Like, I was wired, and that was the most productive day of my
Yeah.
life, and my heart didn't stop palpitating the entire
Bro,
day.
see, my caffeine intake for the most part on the daily is I'll have like a cup of coffee in the morning from the Keurig. Usually, I like the espresso style K cups, and you
Oh
just
yeah.
get like the small. You pour it in a small whatever. I don't like to drink a bunch of coffee.
Yeah.
Like, it like goes through me, and plus it just makes me feel bloated. And I drink a lot of water, so it's hard for me to like drink coffee and the water because that's just so much liquid.
Yeah, it really is. You just end
So
up in the
I
bathroom all
just get a
day.
little bit of the espresso, and I don't put cream or anything in it. I just put some sugar, like literally just a cube of sugar. I have cubes, so I just put
Nice.
a cube of sugar in it, and
Don't see cubes very
yeah,
often
no,
anymore.
it's
I love
simple.
that.
It's just simple. You just grab it and you're done. You don't even have to really stir it because you can just spin it around in your like closed coffee cup, easy. But
Nice.
um, I'll usually do that, but the only other caffeine intake I have is at the end of the day. I or after the gym, I'll drink my protein shake, my post workout, and that has caffeine in it, which is weird because it's usually in the pre workout. And I mainly did that because like work, like I would come home and I'm tired and I'd have like 7 hours at home to do nothing or not do nothing, but like do stuff and like sit around. But like if I didn't have some sort of something to keep me up when I got home, I would just pass out because I was exhausted from work. So that's why I decided to do the post workout. But like here recently, it's been like every time I drink it, I just sit here and I just feel like, oh, like I don't know, it just makes me so nauseous now. So I'm thinking about like maybe getting rid of it as a post workout, getting just normal protein powder for the post workout, and then getting a pre workout with the caffeine in it. And then that'll
Yeah.
get me the caffeine because caffeine lasts like 5 or 6 hours, but I can like get all the jitteriness and like the like like the michunga out at the gym, and then I'll be able to come back home and drink my protein shake and feel a little bit better instead of feeling cracked out of my mind the moment I chug that protein shake after going to the gym.
Just become an ape.
Yeah, just literally reverse back into, bro, caffeine is like, I think it's crazy. People will be like drugs are bad for you, drugs are bad for you, don't take drugs, and they drink like 17 cups of coffee a day, and I'm like, bro, caffeine is the most like
Oh,
dangerous. If like, it is insane. I mean,
and
sure, don't get me wrong, drugs are whatever, but like it's just like
drugs or whatever. No, like it's bad because like some of them will get like tons of Starbucks coffees like
oh
every
yeah.
every day, like multiple a day, and it's like, first of all, how can you
Yeah,
afford
can you
that?
afford that?
But like, second,
That's
it's
just
like,
capitalism's the real drug here. All right, no, I'm
and
joking.
and listen, I'm not against I'm not against Starbucks coffee, because that caramel macchiato slaps a
What, the
little
caramel
different.
crunch, bro? Caramel crunch.
Oh, the frappuccino.
The
Oh,
caramel crunch frappe, bro. I get a shot of espresso in it. Weston's shaking his head over there. What are you shaking your head out over there?
never had Starbucks.
You never had
Only
Starbucks.
those to go things.
The to-go
The
things. Oh, the
little
little
thing
glass
that's like
frappuccino things.
yeah, I'm
Okay. Dang,
serious.
dang. Yeah, that's our producer, executive producer over there talking to us. And he's sitting over there
He's
drawing.
drawing.
He's drawing. But
Supposedly us, he says. Yeah, I've drawn your face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. 8 times?
I'll post a picture of it after
Then
he's
just
done
look
on
like
the
a
Twitter.
trade to put out Michunga, and then I wrote become an ape.
Become an ape.
Become an ape.
Michunga.
Michunga.
I love that.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no. I mean, it's just, I mean, basically anything to get you through the day for the most part. But
God, you know
as
what?
long as it's not like an opioid or something. What now?
I was gonna say, there was this have you ever drink black coffee?
Yeah, I mean, I've forgotten to put my sugar cube in my coffee a few times and just
Ugh.
had to down it. Like, just given up. Like I can't get through the rest of this day right now.
Dude, it was there was this one time, sorry, I keep having to clear my throat. I went to, it was in the out of state trip where I was doing like tractor ceramic coating out in the middle of nowhere.
He just to give you insight, like he was just not. So I was talking to him, like we were hanging out a decent amount around this time, and then like we stopped talking for like 2 weeks. Or I would snap him occasionally, and then like within a week he was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I'm going out of town." He just like drove to like 14 different states, and like a
God, it was
week later he was like in like where'd you go? Like South Carolina. You went to like Texas, right?
well, we were supposed to go to this whole trip was a nightmare, right? So we were supposed to go to North Carolina, we were supposed to go to Texas. We never stepped foot in either state. Um so we started our trip, we headed up towards Georgia and then Louisiana, and we settled in this little place. This was the Scratch and Sniff Motel. It was well, that's what I call it, 'cause
God.
it was horrible. It was like I genuinely did not want to sleep in the bed, but I had no choice other than to sleep in the bed. And
Next time you gotta bring a UV light with you.
I don't want to. I
know
don't.
you said
I don't. I didn't need a UV light. I could see the stains.
Oh my god.
And but no, this trip, it was like it was so horrible. I prepared so horribly, and my body hated it because like I'd been so good about not eating out at fast food or anything, and then
Oh,
get on
that's
this
all you're
trip
gonna eat.
that was literally all it was, and it was like only McDonald's and like Wendy's and like Chick-fil-A, and those were the only places in these tiny little towns out in the because like we started with Louisiana, um and it and I the only like because I stopped like caring about
Mm-hmm.
what state we were in because I would just when we would be on drives I'd just be playing my Switch, so I don't know all what we went through, but I know we went to Kansas, Arkansas, we drove through Tennessee a little bit, and
It was probably cool to see the
Georgia.
countryside either. But
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, it was kind of cool. We hit snow in a few places, which was kind of cool. But, I mean, ceramic coating in the snow was kind of hard because
It hardens quicker.
well, kind of a little bit with that, but also like when you jam your finger into something really metal, like when you don't see it, it like sends a pain shock up straight through your arms, and like when you cut your hands and stuff. Like I came off this trip looking like I just stuck my hand in a piranha
Yeah, oh my
a
god.
piranha
Yeah.
tank. It's just because I was new and I was stupid, but no, what led me to that was it was I was purely surviving off of McDonald's junk food and McDonald's black coffees.
I'm telling you, cheat sheet to McDonald's if you ever like are forced to eat it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat any of like the fresh made stuff, or if you do, the double quarter pounder is made to order. So that's something to keep in mind. So it's like fresh, usually fresh beef, right?
Nice.
Double quarter pounder is okay. If that's if you're starving, but if it's like a snack or something, the breakfast egg and cheese burritos, like sausage egg and cheese burritos, they're microwaved, like they're microwavable, so it's like a frozen thing. So if you ever eat like those frozen burritos, and it's literally just cheese, eggs, and sausage in a flour tortilla, and they just throw it in the microwave for a minute. I eat those everywhere because it's consistently the same and it doesn't kill you. Plus, it's available 24 hours at every McDonald's. Like it's
Oh, word.
an all-time breakfast menu. And they're pretty cheap too. It's like I remember me and Weston and Chad would go out to eat or to McDonald's sometimes after like going to concerts or like late night movies or something. I think every time we went, that's what I got. And it's just get the hot picante sauce, put some of that on there. You know what I'm saying? It's not the best for you, but I think it's better than a double quarter pound, or not a double quarter pounder, but like a McDouble or like a McFish and fish and chips or
Oh God.
whatever it is, like a McChicken or
I always thought about that. Where does the fish come from?
I think it's cod. I think it's Alaskan cod is what they claim.
Whatever that entails is.
Hold on, we'll ask Siri. What fish do they use in the McDonald's fish sandwich? What is actually in the filet or fish? Uh, hmm. What is actually in our filet or fish sandwich? McDonald's wants to know your location. No, I'm good, bro. Globally, 99% of the fish sourced from for the Filet-O-Fish sandwiches come from sustainably managed wild-caught fisheries. We're working to get that number up. Made with 100% wild-caught Alaskan pollock. Pollock. What is pollock? Pollock.
I don't know.
It's a fish. It is a smaller fish. Oh, I've seen these things before.
Oh, look at that guy. He's got a.
I done caught one of them one day.
Sold to McDonald's. Sold to McDonald's. Get me a McDollar.
I threw my line behind the counter and that thing crawled back.
But yeah, no. I mean, that's what I get from McDonald's. Wendy's doesn't tear my stomach up, surprisingly. I think that's also because they cook like the beef to order, but sometimes it's really greasy.
Yeah, no,
I always get like the Baconator from Wendy's, which is kind of bad. I mean, usually when I eat it, it'll tear my stomach up. So.
Oh, dude, you can get like 50 nuggets for $10 though, or something.
Yeah,
it's like
ridiculous.
I definitely did that the last time I went.
Oh my god, no wonder, bro. The nugs are fighting in your stomach.
No, bro, it was.
Jesus.
I went
still in there. It's like gum sticks at the bottom. It takes 7 years to digest because it's just this Wendy's chicken nugget.
Yeah,
just they're performing an autopsy on you 60 years from now. They're like, what is this? It's the gum-like consistency. It's a chicken nugget.
I'm gonna get an X-ray, right, for this chiropractor thing, and they'll be like, "Holy, bro, you got a tumor in your stomach the size of a baseball," and then it's just
50, all 50 of them, not one of them is digested.
It's like morphed together like a bastardized homunculus.
Oh my god, it's like flubber.
But dude, I went bar hopping in Mount Dora, and then we ended up at Wendy's, and then that's what I ordered. And they asked me what sauce, and I said all of them, and they filled a Wendy's bag with sauce packs. Like it was an entire bag. Like it was heavy. It was heavier than the chicken nuggets that they handed me.
Bro, you know what? Something devastating, right?
What's up?
Chipotle hurts my tummy now.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Have you been going to bad ones?
No, it just hurts my wee little my baby boy stomach.
Wee little tub.
Wee little tum. Tim's tum. You know, it makes it turn. I don't know, bro. I think it might be the hot sauce. I like hot food. You know, curry doesn't really hurt my stomach too bad. But for some reason, that hot sauce at Chipotle has recently been turning me up. I think it's because I stopped eating it so often. Like, I conditioned myself to eating it like 2 times a week, and then I didn't eat it for like 3 weeks, and then I ate it, and my stomach's like, what is happening to me? But, you know.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, I forgot. But I had a taco, or not taco. Dang it, man. I had a burrito. There's this burrito truck, this taco truck, not far from where I work right now. That's going to be like the worst part about leaving this job is not being able to go to that taco truck as much. And recently they've changed their hours. So I like can't get the burrito from there anymore. Like it's a taco truck, so they got like tacos, they got taco supremes which come with like lettuce and onion, like a little bit of extra like you know, a little extra zest, spice, you know. A little bit of that goodie, you know.
Ooh.
The good. But I always got the burritos. Bro, the burrito was about the size of my forearm. The thing's cut in half and it's huge, man.
Oh, is it the taco truck by that one place? Big Dogs?
Big Dogs Moons.
My brother, this is so funny. My brother's a karaoke DJ there. Yeah.
What?
I told him, I was like, "What's it like working there?" And he's like, "Bar fights daily."
Daily. Oh my
Like
god.
he almost squared up with this one guy that ended up getting in his face, and I told him, I was like, "You do not want to work there. Like, why are you working there?" He said, so it's a job."
Bro, yeah, no, that I'm just saying, bro, that taco truck kind of goes stupid. If you ever
Never been. I've heard
it's
so many people talk about it for literally since I've been in high
it
school.
is literally one of the best taco trucks I've ever had. Like it is so good. It is very good.
It's like, what are their hours though? When can
I
I
don't
go?
know. I don't know. They changed them. Every time we call to place an order, it just rings busy. They just aren't open anymore. I don't know what's happening. They must have changed their hours or closed down or maybe they got sick. I don't know. I need my tacos. If you're listening to this taco truck lady, you better get back there. I need my burrito. No, I'm joking. Feel better if you're okay. I'm sorry. But no, it's very, very, very good. Very, very tasty. Good quality ingredients. Literally just rice. Nothing crazy. And it's not okay. You know, if you can make a burrito, right, without putting any like an overwhelming amount of like sour cream to the point to where it like drips out every time you take a bite or something, but it's
Mhm.
like a lightly coated, just a light amount of sour cream, like no salsa or nothing on it, but it's still a moist burrito and it has rice, lettuce, jalapenos, maybe some pico de gallo, some chicken, right? If you bite into that and it just has those default ingredients and nothing really watery or wet in it, but it's still a moist, nice, just it's not dry. Oh, oh, it's a very nice, very, very, very nice burrito. Very good, very good, very good. But dang, man.
We're gonna have to try that. We'll have to plan something to go there sometime because I need some kind of big forearm burrito to just flow through my insides.
It really doesn't screw you over too, because it's all like fresh too. Like
Oh,
I've
that's the best.
it's like really good ingredients, really well made. Every time I've eaten it, I felt like super satisfied, and I've never gotten sick after or my stomach hurt.
Oh, word.
Yeah, and
Nice.
like eat it like at work. Like I'll eat an entire forearm burrito on lunch break, and then just go back to work and be like, oh yeah, that was a good decision.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no man. All right. I think there was something that came out this week. I threw
Oh,
it
was it
this.
the movie?
No,
No.
the Animals as Leaders.
Oh,
New album, bro.
I didn't even know about
I
it. I
know.
didn't even know about it until you told your Google thing, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh.
Oh, yeah, bro. I haven't listened to it all the way through. I've listened to a few of the songs. I've listened to the singles they've released. I've been waiting on a good Tim day, a good mental day for me to like really sit down and give it a good old listen. Weston over there said he listened to it about 4 times last night. He said it kind of vibes. Said it's pretty good. So I'm really excited to get down and sit down and listen to that. So if you haven't checked them out yet, I've mentioned them multiple times. It's on you if you haven't listened to it. It's your fault. You're lacking. Sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid music.
Good.
You've seen
Very
them
good.
seen them live.
Have seen them live.
Season live again.
Ooh, when?
Oh,
When
when
have you seen
are
them live? You can play them live again soon.
they're coming to Orlando.
Maybe
A month.
Oh,
Oh,
I have to buy my ticket.
dang. Again.
I've seen live 5
Mhm.
times.
Bro, they're a
five
very, very good
times.
band. Yeah.
Goodness.
Mm. But yeah, no, that's come out. I think I mentioned it last week, but there was a new Meshuggah album.
It's very good.
That's an also very good album. Very don't get down, don't get down. You know, just
It's a very good album.
it is.
I've listened to it a lot.
Weston says very good album. He has listened to it a lot. I don't know if you can hear him, but but what have you been listening to, Joe? What have you been listening to? What's been on the what's been playing on repeat in your head? What have you been humming?
Let's
Oh, you know what I've been listening to recently?
Hmm.
that I meant to mention.
What's
I've been
up?
listening to a lot of Cohen Sound.
Oh, dude, I was
Phenomenal.
talking about Cohen Sound like literally yesterday. I I've loved them.
I
I
don't.
When they come back, you need to go because I've never I went and saw Cohen Sound and Haywire
I
together.
remember you saw the Glitch Mob live one time, and I about
Yeah.
cried because I didn't go to it with you. I was
Yeah.
so upset, but that I'd be really excited to go see Cohen Sound. I think that'd be sick.
They put on a phenomenal show, even in like a really tiny venue, like because you'll have they're two guys, and I forgot their main names, but um, one of the guys usually like those electric drum pads that sometimes drummers will have to
Yeah.
play like electronic elements of a song.
Yeah.
And you hit them with a drumstick, and it's like basically a MIDI controller with just certain key, like instead of it being like keys that you
It's
play on
like
a
sensors
piano,
to
it's
see
like
how hard you hit it.
yeah, it's like it's fundamentally an electric drum kit and a little like pad in front of you. He would mainly do that stuff, and he would have another thing beside him that he would mess around with. But then the other guy would do a lot of the mixing and then the piano portion of it. And Cohen Sound is like one of those artists that they have some of the most like crazy and weird sound design, but they put it together in such a beautiful arrangement
Yeah.
that it's like it's like you go from like grimy
Yeah,
nastiness.
imagine someone like drinking a water bottle through their teeth, like just
Yeah, like,
and then like swishing it around in their mouth, but then like spitting it back out in like a rhythmic pattern. It's so crazy. But and then
yeah,
it's like panning between your left and right ear, but it's I don't know. Their sound design is insane. Like sometimes I'll be like listening to it and like I'll hear one of their it's like not even like a main melody or a main sound that they're using. It's just an odd end sound that they'll throw in for extra flavor, and it like I actually think it's like in the room. Like there's multiple times when I've been listening to them while working, and like something's been in the song, and I've turned around because I thought something was like behind me or something fell,
oh yeah,
because the sound design is just so good. I love it.
yeah. Their polychrome
Oh
album was
yes.
like one of the it was like one of my favorite albums of all time. Virtual Light was my favorite song on it, and it was just they can just take such like grimy dirty sounds like in like bass heavy electronic music, but apply it in such a beautiful and musical way, but also in a super funky way
Oh
at the
yeah.
same time.
Funk
And it's
Blaster, baby.
yeah, a funk blaster, and it's like it's such an experience. If anyone is into electronic music that is not
It's
particularly
like
mainstream,
sound engineering.
yeah,
It's like literally. I don't even like.
if
I
you
want
want
to
an
call it like
experience.
yeah, it's sound engineering and like noise. Um, I think that's like a subgenre. Noise is
Kinda,
kind of
yeah.
like a thing, but Noisia is more of like of a noise band. And Igor's crazy good.
Igor.
Yeah, I'll show you some Igor after this. You haven't seen them, but it's like drum and bass, but I think they're classified as a noise band.
Well,
Oh,
like metal,
oh,
metal band.
Some of their Igor, some of their earlier stuff isn't metal.
Yeah, but they're
I
basically
mean,
French
yeah,
metal band.
yeah.
oh. Uh, Noisia released. They had a thing posted. They're coming out with their third and final album.
Okay.
I have no idea when the drop date is. I don't know if they. I
They've
don't
done a
know if they
bunch of
give
stuff
it.
for video games, haven't they? I know they did Devil May Cry, right? Noisia. I
I
always
think
get
so.
Noisia and Cohen Sound mixed up. I don't know why. They don't really sound the same.
Yeah,
I
they.
just I always get them confused. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I
no.
think it's because they're the two main EDM, or like not necessarily EDM, but electronica in general, like bands that I listen to other than the Glitch Mob.
Yeah,
But the Glitch Mob has been like a ride or die kind of thing when not since I've been like in middle school.
yeah,
I
man.
remember,
That's
I
like
remember
middle
me and
school
you like
roots.
I remember me and you would be like in class and we'd like should be like, bro, listen to this, and we'd share an earbud. We'd be like, wow, like cheesing, like pogging in class. It's insane.
Gee, yeah, we'd have
The
like
soy
Bring the
face,
Sea or something.
for real. I you know what song I never really liked off that album, but in time like kind of grew on me, Between Two Points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that song kind of goes stupid. And there's another song, I think it's called The Girl. That's not Glitch Mob. That's off of Monster Cat. I think the Voyage album.
Oh, it's
But
from
it's a
Helber.
remix. Yeah, it's a remix.
think
Yeah, Halberd did it, but I think it's a certain remix that I'm thinking of.
certain remix. Let me. Oh, you've got Spotify pulled up. Let's see. Yeah. Look up Hellberg. Might find a
It's this one.
like a color source
Yeah,
remix.
yeah, the
Nice.
Color Source remix, bro. That one specifically, I don't know why, but just like I don't know.
I haven't heard it. I've listened to the original like a lot.
Yeah,
Like it's been on one of my main playlists and it hasn't left the playlist and
yeah.
every time I never skip it. So like I didn't even know that was a thing. So I'll have to check that out.
But I interrupted you after I asked you a recommendation. Do you have any? What you've been listening to?
Oh shoot. Let me see. I just found this one artist. Um, two artists actually. Marley Carroll and Cella or Cella. I don't know how it's pronounced. Cella.
Okay.
I've been listening to their
What are they about? Like are they electronica?
yeah, they're
Okay.
both like kind of weird, like electronic. Like one is a bit more like bass heavy and whatnot. The other one is more of like kind of
A lot of wubs.
progressive, little not so much wubs, but it's more like it's more like it's a little more it explores a little more
Okay.
of the like you know weird
There's
side
a
of
lot of
things.
travel. It covers a lot of distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it covers a lot of ground and it isn't as like bass
Very, is it
heavy.
spacey? Like kind of.
Yeah,
Okay.
Marley Carroll is a bit more spacey, and I think Sella is a bit more bass heavy.
All right.
But both very good. Specific songs, um, I would say by Marley Carroll, it's a song called it's originally by Quaresma, but it's called Free. Marley Carroll remix. It's a wonderful song.
All right.
And then Sella is pretty much anything off of. I've been listening to Opportunity Cost. It's like an EP. Um, but yeah, it's pretty good. But what about you? What have you been listening to lately?
Um. Honestly, just a lot of podcasts, man. I don't know. I guess we'll go for my. I guess Discover Weekly. I'll give you a few of the Discover Weekly. Here's a band that I know on the Discover. It's Tricot. It's like a math rock band. Japanese math rock band. Very good, very fun, very light. Another thinking about mentioning that Light Lite is another math rocky kind of progressive band. Very good, very fun, very
Oh,
neat.
did they make that? They made that one album. Ah, that Light made that one album. I forget what it was. All I remember is one of the songs off it. It was something about a duck. It wasn't Cubic. It was one of their earlier albums, I think. Oh, For All the Innocence. That's what it is.
This one,
Yeah. I like
the
that.
one bit, the cat
Uh
follows the eccentric.
yeah, Follows an Eccentric. That's the song that I first heard by them and then I found that album and that was a really good album I liked from them.
Apparently, Tarvis. His name's Tarvis on here.
Oh yeah.
Tarvis 5150 friend and mutual friend activity. Is listening to Way Down by Mercules. I don't know if that's good. It's
Mercules.
Mercules. What is that?
He's like a rapper.
Oh, well,
Is a
shows you how much I know about that, I
oh.
guess. You know, I don't listen to rap that much, but I listen to it enough to know that Trippie Red's bad. So people are gonna start getting mad at me now. But
They can't.
I'm
They
gonna
can
stand
get
by
mad
it.
at
I
it.
hate Trippie Red. I cannot stand that guy. I'll listen. I'll listen to Saba. I'll listen to Kendrick. I'll listen to Chance. I'll listen to Childish Gambino. You know, I'll listen to Earth Gang. I'll listen to Dreamville. You know, Tyler the Creator. Any of them, but I cannot stand
Oh,
that man. What I even forgot his name. That's how much I care about him.
Yeah.
What was the name?
Trippie
Red.
yeah.
Yeah, screw Trippie Red.
The only song I actually care for of his was a song that he did with Diplo, and Diplo made like this just such a vibey good beat to go behind it, and that's what it mainly focused on, and like it was like something that was so infectious. Like I used to listen to it all the time, and like yeah, I Trippie Red didn't really bother me on that song. He bothers me on his other songs. I don't really care to listen to him, but like
You listen to one song and it's all the same, I feel.
yeah,
Except for like the one with his guests on, like you're saying.
yeah.
And if there's like a different person, like a different prod, then that's fine. Or not me. I mean, it's probably going to be different, but I just. I don't like how he sings. I don't like any of it. But I think that's it off recommendations for me at least. I was speaking away. I think that's it for recommendations for me at least. But there's one more recommendation, non-music, but video game. Get Lego Star Wars. Very good game. The new one, the Skywalker Saga. I thought it was a remake, like in it they just like a remaster. They just stuck all the original games into it, but it's a complete remake. Like they reworked it from the ground up, all the original games to the new game or the new trilogy. It's a third person shooter now for the most part, with like combos like. There's like an aerial. There's like a special move. It's so sick. It's actually really good how they did it. I've had a bunch of people come over and kind of play couch co-op with me. It's been a lot of fun. I've been watching the movie before each episode. So like I'll watch an episode. So like I just finished episode 6 2 nights ago, and I finished the episode 6 in the game yesterday. And then I just started episode 7 today, so I'm probably going to watch episode 7 either tomorrow or tonight or something.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, no, I'm going to watch every episode before I play the episode in the game. Very good game. Highly recommend. Very fun, very cool, very neat.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And on that bombshell. I don't think I can say that. And on that terrible disappointment, I think it's time to end. Maybe that one's a little less. Who knows? But I appreciate you coming and hanging out. It was a good time. Had a few fun conversations, you know. And
very nice.
Yes, very nice.
I get and during this time we get our picture drawn as well.
Yes. I will mention again. I mentioned last episode. I did create a Twitter account for the Mother-in-Law Suite podcast. So if you guys have any articles or things you want me to talk about or see, you can tweet at me, and it's at Mother-in-Law Suite. So it's MOTHERN.
LAW.
I kind of forgot how. Hold on a minute.
Shoot, what's my Twitter?
What's my Twitter? Hold on. Okay, so yeah, it's a Mother-in-Law Suite. So MOTHERNLAWSUITE. There's no IN. It's just the N. I couldn't fit the N in. I couldn't fit the I in, but there's still an in there. So Mother-in-Law Suite, I guess.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it's a tweet at me, say something, say hello,
say hi.
Yeah, come vibe, come meme, we hangin'. It's
over on Twitter.
And the twits of the tweets and the twats.
Little twat.
Yeah, so why are you still here? Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Leave. Get out of here. Go watch the bad Halo TV show.
Yeah, I guess it's okay, get
out of here. You can
be gone.
See you next time. Bye.